Hello everyone, welcome to DVS Math. I am Deepa Prasad. Starting new lesson today, class 9th, polynomials. So before starting to the polynomials, let's understand what is an expression. So now if we consider sum of 5 and 3 students. Here we are considering the statement sum of 5 and 3. How we are going to express in numerically this? Here sum of 5 and 3. Here we have to express this statement numerically. So if we express this, how we are going to write? So we are going to write 5 plus 3, right? 5 plus 3 because the given is sum, right? So it is 5 plus 3. So then this is called as numerical expression. So this is called as numerical expression. So in the same way, if we consider another statement, sum of number and 8. So here sum of number and 8. Here they didn't give two numbers, just they said a one number and 8. Sum of number and 8. So here we don't know the number, first number, we know the second number is 8. So now if we express them, so if the same thing if I express x plus 8, right? So x plus 8. So here we have a constant, 8 is called a constant, that means it is unchangeable, it is fixed, its value is fixed. So here 8 is constant. But for x you can give any value. If you give 1, the sum will become 9. If you give 2, sum will become 10. If you give 3, sum will become 11. So if you keep on giving the values for x, the value of sum will changes. So here x is called as variable. That means the value of this is, it is changeable. It is not fixed. Clear? So these type of expression we are calling it as algebraic expression. I think this algebraic expression you all learnt in your lower classes. So here first if we consider 5 and sum of 5 and 3, you are going to express that in 5 plus 3. So and that we are calling it as numerical expression. The same thing, the sum of number and 8 you are going to express in x plus 8, right? So here x is variable, 8 is constant. Here the value of x is not fixed, but here 8 is fixed. So it is called as constant. So together we are calling it as algebraic expression. So we'll discuss more about this. So if we consider one example, children, see here we have one example, 5x minus 3, 5x minus 3, it is one expression now. So now if we consider here, you know 3 is constant, that means here we cannot change the value of 3, it is fixed. But observe here the another group 5x, right? Here 5 is also a constant here. Clear? And the only thing is x which is unfixed here. So here we are calling it as variable, 3 is constant. And together if we form combination of constant and variable. Observe, combination of variable and constant with sum and difference operation. Here observe only we are going to consider sum and difference. Clear? So this we are calling it as an expression. So here and together we are calling it as a term. Observe children carefully. Now I will take some more examples. If I consider only a 4 is also a term, but it is a constant term. Okay. Or if I consider only the y, if I consider another alphabet y is also a term. Clear? Or if we combine these two, 4y, if I combine these two, 4y, if I consider 4y, it is a product of constant and a variable. So together it is also called as term. Or if I consider 4 by y, so 4 by y is also a combination, means it is a division of a constant and a variable. So it is also considered it as a term. That means the combination of a constant and a variable together we are calling it as a term. So these terms combined together with the sum and difference operation, together we are calling it as an algebraic expression. Here 5x minus 3 we are calling it as algebraic expression. And here observe, if I observe here, so here 5x, you can observe this 5x. If we observe this 5x, 5 is I can call it as coefficient. So 5 is nothing but any number which is multiplied to a variable. Any number multiplied to a variable. Here we are calling it as a coefficient. Here 5 is a coefficient of x. 5 is a coefficient of x. So observe here, if the value is fixed, we are calling it as constant, or if we consider an alphabet and you can give any value for that alphabet, so it is called as variable. The combination of variable and constant we are calling it as term. The combination of terms with operation of plus and minus we are calling it as algebraic expression. And any number which is multiplied to a variable, and that number we are calling it as coefficient. Clear? I think you cleared about this. We'll go next. So observe, if we come to the terms, observe. So first example, I am taking it as a 4. How many? 4 is a constant. We have only one number, right? That means if we consider a operation like plus and minus, here there is nothing. Here only we have a number 4. Clear? So this we are calling it as, here it is an expression consisting of one term. It is one term which is a constant term. So let's go next one. 4 plus x. So if I consider 4 plus x, here we have some operation between a constant and a variable. So here we can consider 4 is one term, x is another term. So it is two terms. It is two terms. We'll go next. 4 by x. As I told you, it is 4 by x. Here observe only the sum and the difference, it separates the terms, not multiplication and division. Remember, only the sum, and here observe, here we have sum, right, between the two. So we are telling it as two terms. But here 4 by x, it is a single term, children. So here it is a 4 by x is a single term. So we are calling it as it is a one term. Next, if you go for 4x, yes, it is a 4x is nothing but a multiplication. So it is also only one term. So finally, if we consider the last example, observe here 4 plus x minus y. 4 plus x minus y. As I told you, the sum and the difference splits the terms. So here one term, two terms, three terms. So finally, this expression consists of three terms. So what we can conclude is plus and minus separate the terms, multiplication and division not. So here only we are going to count the terms in the basics of sum and the difference, not the product and the quotient. Clear? So let's understand type of terms. We have two types of terms, children. Here like terms, unlike terms. Like terms means terms that have the common same power, or you can say common power and same variables. Power, as we discussed in number system laws of exponents, we told that the power. So here also observe, if you consider 2x and 3x, what is the power of x here? If nothing is there, you have to consider it as 1. So 1. Clear? So here x to the power of 1, 2x to the power of 1. So here the powers are same and the variable is x, same, xx. So we are saying that terms that have the same power and the same variable, we are calling it as like terms. You can observe here 7x square, 6x square, x square. So all these are power is 2 and all are same variable x. Here if you come this, observe this side, 3y and 7y, the power is 1 but the variable is y, same. In the same way, 3y square, 2y square. So here power is 2, same power 2 and variable is same y. If we consider some more example, you can observe like this, 3x cube, 4x cube, like this. So here power is 3, variable is x. Clear? So, but unlike terms, if you consider unlike terms, terms that they do not contain the same power of the same variable. So, sometimes it doesn't consist the same power and sometimes not same variable. If you observe these two, the power is same here. Here power is 1, x to the power of 1, y to the power of 1. But the variable is x and y. They both are changed. So, we are not calling it as a like term, so we are calling it as unlike terms. Here also 3x, 6x square. Here the variable is same xx, but the power 1 is 1. Here x to the power of 1, here x to the power of 2. The power are same, different. Clear? So here these are unlike terms. So we have to satisfy two conditions. One is power should be same and the same variable. Let's go for next one. So now if we consider a polynomial, so here before going to the definition of polynomial, please understand it better. So here there are some. So as you all know about the terms now, terms are nothing but the combination of a constant and a variable, together we are calling it as a term. Clear? So if it is one or many terms, it is a combination in plus or minus, as we took 4, right, in the previous example 4, 4x, 4 by x, or you can consider 4 minus x minus y. So these are some more examples. So if it consists of one or many terms, here if we have one, correct, here we have one term, here also we have one term, here we have 3 terms. Or we can consider, if I consider 4 plus x, here we have 2 terms. So in all these cases, we have, depend upon the terms here, 1 term, 2 term, 3 terms. So if any expression consists of one or many terms, we are calling it as polynomial. Clear? So if we consider, observe these 3, here all 3 are terms are only one. These type of terms or these type of expressions, we are calling it as monomial. Monomial means an expression consists of only one term. So 4, 4x or 4 by x, you can consider any example for that. So if any expression consists of only one term, we are calling it as monomial. Observe this, 4 plus x. 4 plus x, we have 2 terms. So here if any expression consists of 2 terms, we are calling it as binomial. Bi means 2. Mono means 1. Remember that mono means 1. Bi means 2. So here if it is 1 term, it is monomial. If it is 2 terms, it is binomial. Observe this example, 4 minus x minus y. Here we have 3 terms. So if any expression consists of 3 terms, then it is called as trinomial. Tri. So it is 3 terms, so it is called as trinomial. And there is some misconception in the definition of polynomial. Many of them say if it consists of more than 3 terms, if any expression consists of more than 3 terms, we are calling it as polynomial. No, if it is at least 1 term, it is also polynomial. If it consists of 2 terms, it is also polynomial. In that particular polynomial, we are writing it as monomial, binomial and trinomial. At least any expression consists of one or many terms, it is called as polynomial. Clear? So if we give the definition for polynomial, please understand, an expression made up of one or more terms. An expression made up of one or more terms is called as polynomial. Not only one term. If it is particularly one term, we are calling it as polynomial as well as monomial. Remember. Or if it is 2 terms, binomial, and together we are calling it as polynomial. Or 3 terms, yes, trinomial or polynomial. If it is at least 1 or more than that, together we are calling it as polynomial. So children, today we are going study in detail about polynomials. So now if we come to the example, so observe we have 5, yes, single, so can be a monomial or polynomial. 5x is also polynomial, 2x plus 1 polynomial, 3x square plus 2x plus 1 is a polynomial. So all together we are calling it as polynomial. So now degree of the polynomial, the next concept is degree of the polynomial. So here if we consider a degree means is nothing but a power. You have to observe the highest power of that given expression. So now observe here, if I consider 5x, the same example, what is the power of this expression? 1, right? So degree of this expression is 1. Or if I consider this one, 2x plus 1, here we have 2 terms. But what is the power of variable here? Here we have to consider power of variable. So here if it is nothing is that we have to consider it as 1. So here power is 1. So we are calling it as degree. The highest power of variable is 1. In the same way, if we consider this one, 3x square plus 2x plus 1, if we consider this, the highest power, remember here we have 2 powers. Here if we have 2 power, x square and x to the power of 1. You have to consider the highest power. Here the highest power is 2. So degree of this expression is 2. Clear? So this is about the degree of the polynomial. So the highest power of the variable in a polynomial is called degree of the polynomial. So depending upon this degree, again we are dividing the polynomial into 3 groups. Polynomials types on basis of degree. If we consider types of polynomials depending upon their degree, so if we consider a degree, as you know, the highest power of the expression, we are calling it as degree of the polynomial. So depending upon this degree, we are dividing the polynomials into 3 parts. So observe the expression. If I write like this, x plus 1 and let us recall the type of terms also here. Here x plus 1, we have 2 terms. So if it is 2 terms, what we are going to say that it is a binomial, right? This is a binomial depending upon its terms. But depending upon the degree, we are going to here observe this. So power x to the power of here 1, right? So if the power is 1, the power is 1, so then we are calling it as linear polynomial. So here x to the power of 1 plus 1 here. Power is 1, that means degree is 1. So if the expression, its degree is 1, then it is called as linear polynomial. Let's go for another example. So x square plus 2x plus 1. X square plus 2x plus 1. Here, if you observe the powers, we have 2 power here. Here, if you consider a variable x to the power of 1, x to the power of 2. But the degree, how we will consider? The highest power. So highest power is 2 here. So if it is the highest power is 2 or degree is 2, then that type of polynomial we are calling it as quadratic polynomial. In the same case, if we consider other example like 2x cube plus 4x square plus x plus 3. So observe here also, and here observe we have more than 3 terms. So it is a polynomial. Here we have 3 terms. You can call it as trinomial or polynomial. But if we observe the degree, we have the power 1, power 2 and power 3. But the highest power is 3. So degree is 3. So this type of polynomial we are calling it as cubic polynomial. So linear polynomial, cubic polynomial and quadratic. If degree is 1, it is linear polynomial. If degree is 2, quadratic polynomial. If degree is 3, cubic polynomial. So clear? Depending upon the degree, we have 3 types. Again, depending upon the terms, again we have 3 types. Monomial, binomial, trinomial. Here, depending upon the degree, linear, quadratic, cubic. So related to this, in next session, we are going to solve some exercise problems. So for more exercise problems and concept related sessions, do subscribe my channel. Thank you.